So, what are your thoughts on how Draco was portrayed in a Harry Potter musical?
Miss Lopez, is that right?
Yes.
Yes. She crushed it. I mean, yeah, she certainly showed me up. I think it's amazing. It's great. It took me a while to see it, but the extent that they went to, I had several requests to roll around on the floor, and I never understood why. But then upon seeing it, I realized, yeah, I thought she did an amazing job. I think she should have played Draco, and I should have maybe done the musical version. But yeah, no, a lot of credit to her. I think she did an awesome job.
You grew up in a master class of actors, you know, these greats surrounding you at all times. Was Jason the person that influenced you personally the most as an actor, or was there someone else that really kind of guided you a lot as far as your own acting ability?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was ironic. We were young wizards learning magic, and actually, you know, young actors were kind of being surrounded by the cream of English talent. Which was amazing growing up. I think Jason definitely taught me a lot. I learned a lot from all the bad guys, really. Alan Rickman, he scared the pants off me for many a year. It took me about 6 years to muster up the courage to say anything more than "Morning, Alan" to him. So yeah, but not just on set as well, off set, the way that they held themselves. And Alan was great because he was pretty method, so he always basically was Snape all the time. When kids would come onto set to visit us, and I'd always get a very cold response from children, especially when I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you," you know. They kind of freak out even more when you're nice rather than horrible. And Alan always insisted on clipping them around the ear and sort of smacking them around the back of the head and telling them to tuck your shirt in, boy. And they loved that. They really got a kick out of that. So that, and he insisted on queuing up for his own lunch. Like every day you'd see, you know, plasterers and then artwork, a goblin, and then Alan holding his dinner tray waiting for, which is, yeah, a sight for some reason that always sticks in my mind.
Who does the best Rickman impression of the crew that you worked with?
We all have a good attempt. I think Daniel does a pretty good one. Yeah. I remember actually the first time I did muster up the courage to say anything to him, it was a night shoot, 2:30 in the morning outside, freezing cold, and he was just standing there very surly, as he does. And I finally said, "Are you alright, Alan? Everything okay?" And he sort of waited about 10 seconds as he mastered the dramatic pause, and just turned to me and said, "I've peaked." And I didn't laugh at the time. I was like, I don't know whether he's telling me to shut up or should I not pester him. And then, yeah, it hit me about an hour later that he was joking. He's got an incredible sense of dry humor, so yeah, I enjoyed that.
There's a lot of Harry Potter fan fiction out there, specifically around Draco and Hermione. And I just wondered if you'd actually read any, and if you thought that maybe in some alternate universe they could be a couple.
I was kind of scarred as a youngster reading some fan fiction. Of the topic I shan't bring up, but they always seem to be around relationships or in that ilk. Hagrid and I did some terrible things together.
What is your fondest memory from growing up on the set of Harry Potter?
Wow, it's very tough to pick one. You know, it's a bit like going through your school years and trying to find one defining moment that was really, you know, really kind of poignant and at your happiest. I had a great time in the bathroom. The sun. Hang with me here. In the sick film Half-Blood Prince, having the wand fight with Harry. This is sounding even worse, by the way.
You're creating more fan fiction as it, yeah.
Digging a hole here, aren't I? All right, choose my next few words carefully.